Rolando Rolly Romero doesn't mince words. The outspoken boxer, known for his flamboyant personality and explosive fighting style, recently weighed in on the potential super fight between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. His verdict? Crawford has no chance. Crawford, the undefeated welterweight king, is moving up 2 weight classes to challenge Canelo at 168 pounds. It's a bold move, a testament to Crawford's ambition. But according to Rolly, it's a reckless gamble destined to end in disaster. Romero, never one to shy away from controversy, delivered his assessment with characteristic bluntness. He questioned Crawford's decision to face Canelo at 168, a weight class where Canelo has looked virtually unbeatable. Romero believes the size and power difference will be too much for Crawford to overcome. Canelo, a seasoned veteran with a resume boasting victories over boxing legends, is a significant step up in competition for Crawford. Romero's comments, delivered with his signature swagger, have ignited a firestorm of debate in the boxing world. Crawford, a master technician with lightning-fast reflexes and devastating power, has dominated the welterweight division. He's cleaned out the division, defeating every top contender put in front of him. His undefeated record is a testament to his skills and fighting spirit. But moving up to 168 pounds presents a whole new set of challenges. Crawford will be giving up significant size and weight to Canelo. This size disadvantage, Romero argues, will be impossible for Crawford to overcome. Canelo is a big 168-pounder with a solid frame and the power to match. He's a heavy-handed puncher who can end a fight with one shot. Crawford, known for his speed and agility, will need to avoid Canelo's power shots while finding a way to deliver his own. It's a tall order, even for a fighter as skilled as Crawford. Romero believes the weight jump is simply too much. He argues that Crawford will be outmuscled and outgunned by the bigger, stronger Canelo. The 168-pound division is where Canelo has truly come into his own. He has looked unstoppable at this weight, dispatching opponents with relative ease. His combination of speed, power, and ring IQ makes him a formidable challenge for anyone. Canelo is a master of distance and timing. He uses his jab to control the pace and set up his power punches. He has a granite chin and can take a punch as well as he dishes them out. Canelo's resume at 168 pounds speaks for itself. He's defeated some of the best fighters in the division, solidifying his status as the king. Romero points to Canelo's dominance as evidence that Crawford is in over his head. He believes that Crawford will be overwhelmed by Canelo's size, power, and experience. It's a daunting task, even for a fighter of Crawford's caliber. Canelo is a different beast at 168 pounds, and Romero doesn't see how Crawford can overcome the odds. Romero didn't hold back in his assessment of Crawford's motivations. He believes that Crawford is chasing the biggest payday of his career, even if it means jeopardizing his undefeated record. The Canelo fight represents a massive financial opportunity for Crawford. It's a chance to secure his financial future and cement his legacy as one of the best fighters of his generation. However, Romero questions whether Crawford is truly motivated by legacy or simply by the allure of a big payday. Crawford has been vocal about wanting to secure his financial future. He's spoken about the sacrifices he's made throughout his career and his desire to provide for his family. The Canelo fight represents a chance to achieve those goals. Romero understands the financial realities of boxing, but he questions whether Crawford is making a wise decision by facing Canelo at 168 pounds. He believes that Crawford is putting himself at a significant disadvantage for the sake of a big payday. Age and activity factors working against Crawford. At 36 years old, Crawford is no longer in the prime of his career. He's been a professional boxer for over a decade and has accumulated a lot of mileage on his body. While he's shown no signs of slowing down, age is a factor that can't be ignored. Canelo, on the other hand, is 34 years old and appears to be in the prime of his career. He's still fighting regularly and has shown no signs of decline. Crawford's activity level is another factor that Romero believes will work against him. Canelo has been much more active in recent years, fighting multiple times per year. This consistent activity has allowed him to stay sharp and improve his skills. Crawford, on the other hand, has fought only once per year in recent years. This lack of activity could put him at a disadvantage against the more active Canelo. The Benavidez and Morrell Jr. Precedent, avoiding Canelo. Romero points to the career paths of David Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. as further evidence that Crawford is making a mistake. Both Benavidez and Morrell Jr. are undefeated super middleweights who are considered to be among the best in the division. However, both fighters have moved up to 175 pounds rather than face Canelo at 168. The decision by Benavidez and Morrell Jr. to move up in weight speaks volumes about Canelo's dominance at 168 pounds. These are two of the best super middleweights in the world, and they are unwilling to risk their undefeated records against Canelo. Romero believes that Crawford should have taken a similar approach. He argues that Crawford could have continued to dominate at 147 pounds or even moved up to 154 pounds, where he would have had a better chance of success. The price of glory: Crawford's gamble on legacy. Crawford is a proud fighter with a warrior spirit. He's never backed down from a challenge and is determined to cement his legacy as one of the best boxers of all time. Facing Canelo is a risky proposition, but it's also an opportunity to achieve greatness. A victory over Canelo would be the crowning achievement of Crawford's career. It would solidify his status as a pound-for-pound king and silence any doubters. However, a loss to Canelo could have the opposite effect. It could tarnish Crawford's legacy and raise questions about his ability to compete at the highest level. It's a risk that Crawford is willing to take, but it's a risk nonetheless. Romero admires Crawford's courage and ambition, but he believes that Crawford is making a mistake by putting his legacy on the line against Canelo. Rolly's verdict: a bleak outlook for Crawford. Romero's message is clear. Crawford is in over his head. He believes that the size difference, Canelo's power, and Crawford's age and activity level all point to a Canelo victory. Romero doesn't see how Crawford can overcome these obstacles. He predicts a dominant performance from Canelo and a difficult night for Crawford. Romero's comments, while controversial, highlight the significant challenges that Crawford faces in this fight. Canelo is a formidable opponent, and Crawford will need to be at his absolute best to have any chance of winning. Whether Crawford can defy the odds and pull off the upset remains to be seen. One thing is for sure: this fight has all the makings of a classic. The allure of wealth. Boxing's enduring temptation. Boxing has always been a sport where money and glory are intertwined. Fighters often risk their health and well-being for the chance to earn life-changing sums of money. Crawford is no different. He's spoken openly about wanting to secure his financial future for himself and his family. The Canelo fight represents a chance to do just that. The allure of a big payday is hard to resist, especially in a sport as dangerous as boxing. Crawford has earned the right to pursue the most lucrative fights available. However, Romero's comments raise questions about the balance between financial gain and long-term career prospects. The inevitability of decline. Father Time remains undefeated. Father Time remains undefeated. It's an adage often repeated in sports, and boxing is no exception. Even the greatest fighters are susceptible to the effects of age and accumulated damage. Crawford, at 36, is nearing the twilight of his career. While he's shown few signs of slowing down, the clock is ticking. Continuing to fight at the highest level, especially against bigger, stronger opponents, carries inherent risks. Romero's comments serve as a reminder that even the most skilled and durable fighters are not immune to the ravages of time. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, also share. Thank you for watching.